when you get to do exactly what you want to do, what? I feel so good, man.
Oh,
so
man.
good.
Especially when he's not home and you got the house to yourself. Like today, I was all by myself. It was great.
Oh, tough. Where did you go? You went up to Richmond?
It was my sister.
Oh, you went with your sister?
Yeah, it was my sister today. It was perfect. I had the day to myself.
Anytime, bro. Anytime I'm home alone, I beat off at least 3 times. Like, I just have to rack off 3 beat offs. Minimum, dog.
3.
Dog.
You gotta get it. You gotta fit it in.
And it's not a plan. It
happens.
So okay, I'm home alone. Immediately, I have to beat off.
It's like you gotta take advantage of that time.
Yeah, right away.
Okay.
And then, all right, I'm good.
Beating off to what though? Like, is there a preference? Like, do you have when you wake up in the morning, is the preference different from the afternoon, the night?
Good question. It's all circumstantial to.
As long as the people know, like, we are porn aficionados,
dude,
okay?
We are porn experts.
Like, okay, timestamp. We're about to discuss some heavy pornography.
Heavy. Like.
So if porn, sexual innuendos, all this content makes you uncomfortable, turn this shit off.
Right now.
Because it's about to get raw.
Tits.
Asses.
Pussy ass, bitch ass.
Dicks.
Wet. Cum.
Yeah, facials, anals.
That's what we're going to talk about right now. But going back to your question, one of the things I love about porn, just as a whole, is you are able to live out the moment that you have envisioned in the moment. And this is what I mean by that.
People want to look good.
So if I see a white girl with a big ass doing some squats, and I'm looking for a little bit longer, I just have to feel that feeling. And there's a moment, and every guy knows this, there's a moment where something hits the spank bank. Now, for those that don't know, the spank bank is the memory system that when you go home that night, you gonna beat off.
Preach.
To something that looked like what you put in your spank bank.
Hell yeah.
So
I do this every time I go to a club.
Dog.
It's like, you know the Terminator?
Yeah.
When he's like looking at somebody, weight, height, everything. That's what I'm doing in the party. Bro. I'm registering everything.
Everything.
Hair color. Hips to waist ratio.
Everything.
Lips.
Everything.
Booty.
Everything.
Everything.
Woo! Telling you.
Jesus.
So once it hits the spank bank, so let's say it's a white big booty girl.
Talk to him.
When I go home that night.
Preach.
Now as porn experts.
We
already have names in our mind.
Click, click.
Big booty white girls.
Bang,
we
bang.
gonna go back and forth. Let's go. Alexis, Texas.
Audrey Bitoni.
Sarah J.
Alexis Breeze.
Austin Taylor. And
My
we'll
favorite, by the way. Melanie Monroe.
Melanie Monroe.
Austin Taylor and Melanie.
What's that girl's name now? Something K.
You talking about the
something K. And she has the tan lines on her ass.
The tan.
What's her name? Something K. Like
Pinky?
No, not Pinky. Pinky's elite.
But that's by the way, Pinky's a legend.
Legend
in the game. Right there.
What was the one I told you about the last week when you already knew about her? Abigail? Anika
Albright. There you go.
So I go home, and if I want big booty white girl, I'll either type those girls in, or I'll go to X video, type in big booty white girl, and just have a porn adventure.
Now, for the record, ladies and gentlemen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with porn.
Nothing. What's wrong with it?
I think porn makes you happier as a human being.
Being a porn consumer for the last, how old am I? 29? For the last fucking, I don't even know, bro. 13,
please, I don't want anyone to ever feel guilty watching porn.
Years?
Like, that's one of my opening questions.
I'm very happy.
That's one of my opening, I swear to God, on every date I've been, I've always asked a girl, do you watch porn?
Yeah.
And any girl that shies away from it, it's like,
we can't.
What? Why?
Yeah.
It's so necessary.
It's so
even
tough.
if you do not masturbate.
Just watch
Do
it.
you watch it? Are you not curious?
Have you ever finished beating off and then finished watching the scene?
Yes.
I've done that too.
Yes, absolutely.
And I don't mind it.
And excuse me, but I've watched porn and said, I gotta try that.
Yeah, 100%.
It's an educational tool.
It is an educational tool.
Let's just let me diagram this for you.
Let's go.
For the person that's like listening to this and saying, "Oh my god, porn!
What the hell? That's so fucking
like
ew.
That's nasty."
My boyfriend watches porn, drives me crazy. Like, I'm right here. Why don't you want to fuck me? Like,
yeah. Like, oh, by the way, P.S. I've never watched porn beside my girl. I'd be like, "Yo, baby, you want to watch this with me? If not, all right, this is."
Have you ever watched porn with your girl though before?
One time.
Oh my god, me too.
It was the best.
It was amazing.
It was the.
We'll get into that.
But this is the best way I can compare, porn to anything in life.
Yeah.
You work for an IT company.
Yeah.
Your job is like computer program.
Okay.
You're having trouble with a certain system on your software program, and you're trying to figure out the best option to fix the issue.
Mm-hmm.
You can't find out yourself, so you know what? You contact somebody who's done it before. You say, "Hey, can you help me with this? From what I can see, you've done this before. Give me some pointers."
Sure.
That's no different than me turning on some porn because I'm trying to figure out how to eat this pussy.
Right.
But I'm gonna check, Johnny Sins. That motherfucker can eat some pussy.
Yeah, some pom pom.
So therefore, I say, "Yo, Johnny, help me out."
Help me out, Johnny.
But it's not a conversation.
I got you.
It's a Google search. Johnny Sins. But yet, see, I just go right to the website, Xvideo. But you know what you put me on a couple of months ago?
What was that?
PornMD.
Jesus. PornMD is elite. For those that don't know.
PornMD.
Yes.
Keep going.
It is a website that brings together and unites
all
the porn websites.
One more again. All. Everything.
Everything. Bro, it brings together all the porn. So you could type in black asses.
You're getting every black ass.
It would give you a black ass from Xvideo, a black ass from Pornhub,
Spankwire,
a black from Spankwire, from UJizz, YouPorn,
all of it,
all of that. It just brings it all together.
It's the fucking Walmart of porn.
It's the Walmart of porn.
PornMD. Props to you, sir.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Damn, but pretty much you're gonna do your research, right?
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with watching porn. I just want to make everybody comfortable with that.
So now that everyone knows it is also an educational tool, let's get down to the root of why we watch porn.
Absolutely.
To bust a nut.
Thank you. Well, for men.
For men.
For men.
That nut. Yeah.
There's no other reason except unless you're trying to educate yourself.
Now, do you remember the first time you watched a porn?
Yes, I do.
Now, for me,
I remember the first time I seen porn. Oh, okay.
The first time for me it was pictures. I remember,
for me, yes, it was pictures. It always starts with pictures.
Well, this was interesting. My evolution is a little different.
I literally I was going through. I was at my uncle's house way back. I was a kid, like maybe 10. He had some magazines on his coffee table. He must have forgot. Left the Playboy mag there.
Y'all must have forgot.
Boom. I looked at it, saw some titties. I was like, oh shit, that little bit of blood. And I was like, damn, I like this feeling. Yep. So what I do? I picked that magazine up.
Yep.
Went to the room, turned the lights off. I didn't beat off, ladies and gentlemen. I was 10. I didn't know what to do, but I was looking through those pictures like I was sinning.
Like you knew something was
like,
here.
I know this is wrong, but I gotta keep looking. Whew.
For me, it was funny because my friends, I don't even remember how old I was. I might have been grade 7, maybe, to be honest. Probably grade 7, grade 6, grade 7. And I remember my friends would talk about beating off, and I was just like, oh, okay. And so I remember one night I tried it in my room, like going to sleep, tried it. So I was doing it, and I remember like my dick getting big, and I was thinking about this girl. Mm-hmm. I won't say her name, just in case she becomes a fan of the podcast. But I was thinking about this girl at school. Yep. And I remember it was probably grade 6, 7.
Yeah.
And I remember my dick feeling kind of like nice, like, So I kept doing it. Long story short, I bust a nut. And I was like, oh shit. It
felt amazing.
This felt amazing.
Yeah, like I'm
dog. But even after that, I didn't know, like, I still didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what to do. So for the first, like, probably for that first, like, year, I wouldn't do it every day like I do now, but, here and there when I would do it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. here and there when I would do it, I would just do it with no pictures, nothing. I would just think about shit.
I swear to God, sometimes I've watched porn just to stay out of trouble.
Yes, I have done that.
Literally, it's like
I am the advocate of watching porn to stay out of trouble.
I was like, if I go to this girl's house, something bad gonna happen. So let me stay home.
Bro, on some real shit.
Let me just get this nut out here in my house.
And you can keep this in. This is just some real talk right now. I do have a girl. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I've seen girls and talked to girls on a daily basis who I know I could probably get it in or smash or whatever the case may be. And to stay out of trouble, I'll keep a spank bank of that girl in my mind, go home, and mush up my meat too. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I want to touch on something. Because a lot of girls that have boyfriends or husbands or whatever, they get upset when their man watches porn because, like, why? Like, I'm here to fuck. And, like, why do you need that? I'm here. Like, you can fuck me, like, anytime. Ladies.
It's not your fault, first of all.
It has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
As men, we have a biological, primal, instinctual feeling to fuck, to procreate, whatever you want to call it. Which means we need to bust nuts. It's just something that's in us.
And trust me, you'd much rather us just beat off.
Yeah, like we're visual creatures, man.
Because if a girl ever said to me, if I was seeing a girl and she said, I don't want you masturbating, I'd look at her like, oh, so you want the alternative, bitch? Because you ain't going to like that.
I'm telling you.
Because
I will fuck 4 to 5 times a day? You sure?
And the funny thing is, like, neither one of us can handle that. 4 or 5 times a day, I'm gonna get bored.
You're gonna get bored, and let's be real.
And for her, she's not gonna enjoy it.
No,
she's gonna be like, "This hurts now."
And we just need that fantasy just to be in our own space. Like it
100%.
has nothing. It takes away. It takes nothing away from what we feel about you.
Yeah.
And it's just us doing our thing. Like,
and I hate to say this, this is grown folk talk.
Yeah,
like,
man,
if you're, it's just a podcast. It's the Bad Boy Podcast. It's the Bad Boy Podcast. Some of this shit we gonna say you ain't gonna like. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, if you're between the ages of 16 to 20, and you know this might seem a little uncomfortable, but this is the grown folk talk. Like, you got to be born before 1990 to understand this. I hate to say this. If you're 25 and up, you might relate.
You know what's up.
But look, porn is one of those things, like, there's a reason why it's a $1 billion a year industry. 3 things are confirmed in your life. Your skin color.
I'm black, nigga.
You black or you white, and that's what you ever gonna be.
That's what you ever gonna be.
You gonna have to pay your taxes.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, they're gonna get you.
Wesley Snipes.
There was another Martha Stewart. No, that was something else.
No, yeah, tax fraud.
Something like that.
I started respecting. All right, go ahead.
And the third, you gonna be horny.
You gonna be horny.
So there's 2 ways you can deal with that. You can get in a relationship and fuck as much as you want, depending on your sex drive, or you can watch some goddamn porn
and bust off your meat.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mash it up.
Just destroy yourself.
Yo, bro.
I once just
dog. Let's
like, I've had some weekends,
dog,
where there's nothing to do, and
around.
And your girl's gone, or you have no girl, you by yourself, and you have to get off.
Yeah,
it's literally like one of those things. Like, you'll feel better after you get off.
Yeah, I do. I feel better. I feel like you ready? This is exactly how I feel after I beat off. Ready?
I load off your shoulders.
I just feel like
don't you want to like go in the kitchen and cook?
Nah, because I can't cook, but I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course you wash your hands before you touch anything in the kitchen.
I mean, let's just come on.
No, of course.
Because you're dicky.
Nah.
You're dicky.
There are times I've finished and I was like, I gotta go shower.
100%.
Yeah, I feel slightly
like
dirty.
That.
Yeah.
I like to beat off and then jump in the shower. Not every time, but like if I need to shower, I'll beat off prior.
And you know what's so funny? Like, to say that, it's like there are times like I know I'm gonna go see a girl, and just because I want to make sure